Hey, welcome back to another Hockey Nation live stream show with the hockey coach Francis directly for the beautiful country of Thailand on amazing great Sunday night, August 10, 2025. Another weekend disappear of the summer 2025. Hopefully, an amazing great one, and you enjoyed the weather maybe. Maybe you enjoy the family. Maybe you enjoy the time you do something you love to do during the weekend. Maybe it's walking, running, play a sport, or just sit at home recovery for your difficult week you got last week. If you are a driver like a UPS, back for the sideline like Gary Conroy, but you feel a bit more fatigue after a big week. But hopefully, Gary, you did a great weekend of recovery to be ready for tomorrow morning back behind the wheel of the UPS truck and ready to rock and roll your week. Thanks everybody to be a part of the show tonight. Another great night of hockey to talk about. Yes, it's August. Very quiet. It's one of the year, summer, where the NHL completely disappear almost for all the team. You have one. Well, we maybe have four signatures this week. We have no trade. We did not sign a UFA player since the last 38 days. It's completely a new world of hockey NHL now. The salary cap increasing. Many teams are really low on the salary cap. And they still have a UFA like Jack Roslovic score over 20 goals. He's still on the on the store waiting for someone to pick him up. He's on the shell, but no one wants Jack Roslovic. So that's really wild or weird summer in NHL. But here at the Hockey Nation, we don't stop. We have always constantly something to talk about. That's what we got tonight, guys. A really great show I expect for the Hockey Nation tonight not because our subject is about five big questions I have for the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season. What could make the Montreal Canadiens in difficulties for the upcoming year? Then some questions about how this team could develop and become better. If you follow my channel, we take a day off yesterday, completely off, but I walk behind the scenes. And I did today my top 10 Habs 2000 to 2025. Of course, when you build that kind of the list, it's a bit controversy. Some people have different opinion and option, and that's okay with me. I don't have no problem. And, it's not something I take really lightly to do it. I think I make some effort to give you my best knowledge about what I feel this is the best for the top 10. But of course, you're always missing a couple of players. And after I did my top 20 last week, I did today my top 10. And the next today is going to do my Mount Rushmore of the Montreal Canadiens. I'm going to make a list of my favorite player for the Montreal Canadiens. Not what I feel they are the best of the Montreal Canadiens, my favorite players. The player I watch and I saw for my own eyes, what they become my favorite players. And finally, if you follow my another channel, it's called the Chasing Greatness 10X. I released a video about Ichiro Suzuki. Suzuki was the ceremony of his retired jersey during the weekend in Seattle. We know two players were the number 51, really famous for the Seattle Kraken, the Seattle Mariner. One of them was Randy Johnson, drafted by the Montreal Expos many years ago. And then you have Ichiro Suzuki, one of the best hitters in the MLB history. Started his career at 27 years old with the team Mariner. And I make about 11 minutes a video about the legendary Ichiro Suzuki. And you can checking my new web channel. It's called Chasing Greatness 10X. I don't know. My double at the end should not be that way, but it should be a SS. Too early in the morning to make this happening. So that's what you got here. I apologize for the mistake. But that's what you got, guys, on this new place to look about. Every week we produce 1 or 2 video about different players on different sport. So I'm still debate what it will be the next one, an NFL players or tennis players. Well, we'll see what happens in the next 24 hours. Thanks to be with me tonight. I appreciate all of you. Don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow night. What? Yes, we're starting out to be a little bit more additional, 1 show per week. So we'll be at 4 times per week right now. And check your notification. This is the best thing you can do. If I decide you have completely nothing happening for the next 24 hours, I feel like we don't have no conversation, where I doubt, I should be back tomorrow night at 8:30 Eastern Time. Hopefully, I'm going to see all of you. Don't forget to subscribe, click on the likes, and you know the reason. You can become a member of the channel. Marco will be with me Wednesday night, with you guys Wednesday night, Marco. And we're searching right now for more guests is coming in the next couple of weeks. That's something we're going to become a little bit more better on that area to bring new guests during the upcoming season. And don't forget that we're going to celebrate our anniversary year after the Labor Day Tuesday night. We always do this that day. Honestly, the anniversary date is at the end of August. I think it's August 20 or August 25th. I'm confused because I left the country between the 22nd, 23rd. So I'm usually the first day of the channel. I need to check about this, honestly, with Michael De Villano. But we celebrate always the first day back for the Labor Day is going to be the Tuesday night. And we're going to celebrate the upcoming year of the Hockey Nation and the Ab Nation. RJ Calabro is in the house. Welcome back, RJ. We have Stan the Man. Welcome also in the house. What about Frank? How was your weekend? My friend Frank from Pittsburgh. Samuel knocked the door tonight. Roy from Bangkok. It's hot, Roy. I don't know if it's hot in your area, but here in Pattaya, canicule. I learned this word a couple of weeks ago. We got a canicule in Thailand right now, here in Pattaya. 94. Last night I went to the 7-Eleven around 10:30. I'm always checking, if I miss a couple of things, rice the morning, or bread, or banana, or eggs, and if I miss something else, I would pick it up. I always go 7-Eleven between 8 o'clock to 10:30. And last night was busy with other things to work on. And I realized, so at 10 o'clock, I have to get to 7-Eleven. And I go outside. Oh, my God, it was hot. And but hopefully, Roy, you're doing well. Glad to see your friend, my friend, to be around us. So, RJ Carabou continues to deliver great contents right here. Thanks so much, RJ. Don't forget, please click on the likes. I mentioned Gary Conroy back on the field. What about my friend Guy, back in the house tonight? Welcome back also. Thanks to be with us, Mr. Guy. And Jose Duarte, my friend Jose. We need to connect Jose by texting each other. Jose, guys, was one of the first guy and become a moderator of the Hockey National Show a long time ago. Unfortunately for Jose, illness and health became a problem for him. He got some kind of injuries, something like that, surgery. And hopefully, Jose, you're doing better and feel good. And but we miss you. Big fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs, by the way, Jose Duarte. Maybe a neighbor of Larry Laval and upstate New York, Jose Duarte. Glad to see you, my friend. Mark Elliott, welcome back in the house. Thanks to be with us, Mark. Hopefully, an amazing, great weekend over there. And ready to rock and roll. Yeah, we are the same situation.
Super
not
Chat.
only we miss him, but he's always show up with a great goal, the first goal of the night, directly from upside New York. Mr. Jose Duarte scored a goal. Oh my God! Thank you. Congrats. Here we go, the first goal of the night, Mr. Jose Duarte scored the first goal of the night. I'm going to give an assist to Oscar Calabro for all the work he does with the Hockey Nation Live show. And I'm going to get an assist to Gary Conroy back on the ice after a sideline a couple of weeks. Gary, you deserve the assist for that one. PLW back in the house. PLW enjoyed the tennis tournament. Glad my friend PLW is the most versatile man about sport. You can sit with him. This is a guy you can go to the bar or any place. You can go at the campground, sit around a pit fire, and just talking about sport. PLW can give you a lot of great knowledge about different sport. Talk about baseball, hockey, football, golf, tennis, name it, you know it. That's PLW, my friend. What a great game today for the baseball, for the Blue Jays. Came back with a home run, and the closer flew Hardy. How you know that, coach? I watch the highlights. I don't have time to watching baseball. I like to follow the Blue Jays, and now they win 5-4 against the Dodgers today. I need to do it for my friend Pierre. You're welcome, PLW. And then happy birthday, Jose. Today is my birthday. Wow. I missed that one. Kenneth is back in the house tonight. Welcome back, Kenneth. Kenneth, I'm going to meet him this week, this weekend's coming. And Jose Duarte. Let me check this. I should have an Artap sing the song.
Happy birthday to you.
Jose.
Happy birthday to you.
Jose.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Jose.
Happy birthday to you.
Jose.
Happy birthday to you.
Here we go.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Jose Duarte turned 21 years old, and Dan Asham, with his beautiful wife Colette, is birthday today. Dan, he turned 31, not like Jose. Jose younger, but Dan turned 31, so I don't know if he's here or not, but maybe watch the replay. If you watch the replay, Dan, the Hockey Nation family want to tell you, happy birthday, my friend Dan Asham. Glad to see you, Jose, tonight. Glad to have all of you with a part tonight. Then we have a couple of people knock the door. Let's see what we got all the way. Thanks, everybody. And we got Roger Bouchard. Team want to play the Habs this season. There we go. About that. So thanks, everybody. Don't forget, guys, click on that. Go to rock and roll. The first thing to talk about that we do all the time, guys, is NHL news around the league. Not many things. I'm telling you right now, guys, I'm doing, I'm doing other things, by the way. I write for the Hockey Hot Stuff. I write for my Patreon. I make work for something private, and I'm watching everything around the league, and nothing is going on, really. But we have only one signature during the weekend. It's coming for the Dallas Star. It's Nathan Bastian. Bastian was draft second round pick, 41 by the New Jersey Devils a couple of years ago. He's been a four-liner. He's a journeyman. He uses big body. Not a big skater like hit everyone, but he's 6'3". So he used his body. Only at 4 goals, I believe, 10 assists last season. This is a guy you want to get on a four-liner. They have a bad one, but you can see the Devils the last couple of years, like 2 years ago, they completely changed the bottom of the four line from Woods, Bastion, Nozek, and one more center I cannot remember. They completely destroyed the four line to bring new players, and now we know the Devils got Connor Brown for the Edmonton Oilers for the upcoming year. But Bastion signed a 1 year deal, only at $775,000 with a dollar star. Dollar star brings some kind of the depth inside the four liner. We know for a couple of years Faska was there. Faska or Faska. Anyhow, but it's not a big contract. But it's the only one we got. That's the only we can. Of course, you have Kiviranta with the Colorado Avalanche and Krasov with the Vancouver Canucks during the week. They are the big name of the week. But this is, again, I said, this quiet. It's quiet, coach. I know it is. Mr. Butch back in the house tonight. Welcome back, Mr. Butch. You did the same song the first time I came on the show. Here we go. And you're welcome again, Mark Elliott. Inaudible, and he did not want to be replaced for 9 for this save the day. Here we go. For that one. Thanks so much, Roger. Butch, do bad guy, you just play in a tournament game on my phone. Here we go, Butch. Here you go. Go talk about other thing in the show because always something you can talk. You just find a subject. And my second thing, guys, is about 3 players right now. There are more, but I'm focusing on 3 players. And why? Because they are center. And why? Because could be the Montreal Canadiens could targeting them. And I'm talking about Marco Ruzzi for the Minnesota Wild. Talking about Cody Zary for the, that could be Screw his first name, by the way, for the Flame, and McDavid for the Anaheim Ducks. We already talked about McDavid. The cost could be higher. I did a proposal trade last week. Some of you did not like it. That's okay. Some people thinking Montreal should keep what they have already. McDavid could be traded at some point. The Anaheim Ducks will see what is going to happen during the next negotiation. The one thing they cannot do is to have a kind of, not a problem, but they don't like each other, right? McDavid, I believe, is a big piece of the puzzle for the Anaheim Ducks. You can tell me McQueen and Seneke. Scored the second goal of the game with his consistency, $20. Mark, you unbelievable. I don't say this enough about you. How much you helping the Hockey Nation and myself to the survival of this channel. So, Mark, with my gratitude and my thankfully, how thankful I am about you for the super chat. Oh my God! Here we go. He did it again. Mark Elliott scored a second goal of the game tonight. Thanks so much, Mr. Mark Elliott, on that one. We appreciate a lot. I'm going to give the assist at PLW tonight, and then I'm going to get an assist. Of course, I'm going to give to Guy. Got a second assist. Talking about McDavid, you know what's going on. But now we have 2 other players. And Marco Ruzzi, center for the Wild, 60 points last year, over 20 goals. Left shoulder, problem, is 5'9". Can Montreal can afford to get another center 5'9"? This is why I don't see him fit with the Montreal Canadiens. If you look also the percentage of the face-up of Rosie Zary, it's like Doc in your hook. It's hard for the young players before 25 to get over 48%. Yes, you're going to give me exception. I understand that. Shine Wright is not there yet, by the way. That's a normal process. But McDavid is the one close to 50, and Larry 38.5%. He's only had 27 points last year after he got 30 something before that. They are not the right answer fit for the Montreal Canadiens, and I don't know they're going to be traded or not before the beginning of the season. But they are three players right now. They're looking for a new contract deal with their own team for the season 2025-2026, and I don't know exactly what could happen with that team. We already said Rosie was too small, too expensive. Yeah, I was just talking about the round the league, by the way. Roger Delaney, welcome back in the house, Roger. Hopefully, an amazing, great weekend. Guys, I believe Roger is the oldest man in this channel. I said this with love, by the way, because Roger's been a really great supporter of all the everything we do at the channel here. Roger, his favorite player is Nick Suzuki. Small but is does good. He play a very good game, very intelligent hockey player, and I prefer him to McDavid, PLW. And 26. If Ross get a trade prediction, if Ross get trade is going to Detroit, they add interest on him. Is from Detroit who need to make a playoff this season. Already get Eisenman likely get fired. Not a bad, not a bad move. N26. Not at all. I think Ross is what 2031. I guess I could be wrong here. Sometimes Pittsburgh I'm not follow too much in the last couple of weeks, honestly. Oh, older, 33 already. Ross. Kevin, 3 more years at 5.1. I understand the urgency of Eiserman. I understand what Ross can do. But is it a good fit? We'll see about that. Why cannot find a good face-off coach to help their current? They have one, Roger. Mac Bureau is the new coach of the face-off. Get hired after the holidays in 2025, Roger. Randy Walkman knocked the door. Barry Ayton, we talk about him Wednesday. The problem is not on the market right now. He had no problem with his contract, so I don't think Ayton will be out of this team. The problem with Montreal cannot carry on 2 players under 6 foot in the future, in my opinion, for the next. Talking about Detroit with N26, welcome back, my friend, by the way. They restore the hockey town. Detroit, Chicago. Is it New York Rangers, guys? I think it is. They celebrate the centennial year. I know Chicago and Detroit. And they put the name Hockey Town right there in the middle of the ice logo for the upcoming season. We know the Hockey Town name was stick with the Detroit Red Wings for many years. And all 3 teams are going to celebrate the centennial year. But a great thing happening. Honestly, guys, I follow, I write for the Chicago Blackhawks right now, so I know more what's going on with the Chicago Blackhawks. And Detroit did the same situation right there. I'm at the 3rd place scoring point. Congratulations, Bush. Trading for McDavid would be a step backwards in the Hab rebuild. If you trade away key players from the locker room, we need to give a chance with the organization for Gary Conway. I know they have Bureau, but maybe Carbonneau would be better for face-off help. I'm not sure if Guy Carbonneau would like to be a face-off on that one, Mark Elliott. Next thing I want to talk about this start tomorrow, guys. The Hlinka Gretzky tournament. This is the open door for every year for the upcoming season. Finally, going to have the time to watch hockey. I'm going to watching this, of course. Start tomorrow in Czechia and Slovakia. A couple of team country will be there: Sweden, Finland, Czechia, Canada, USA. Every year, it's Canada win. The best player for Canada right now is Belchez, the big 6'5" forward. You have the defenseman Vohav, also the defenseman 6'5", also could be the compete with McKenna. McKenna is not there, by the way. And they are all the NHL draft 2026. You have Lawrence, Princeton. Lawrence, I believe, was Boston College. Lynn, and they are the best players: Lawrence, Preston, and Lynn, plus Belchez, and Verhoff are the best players for the Team Canada. Team USA is not big deal over there. They are not like solid team for the upcoming tournament. Finland have Venhatalo is one of them. Hemming, Oscar Hemming. I don't know if he's related to Emil. I think it is. Emil Hemming, drafted first round pick a couple years ago. You have Vanecek and Novak for the team at Czechia. And for the Sweden, Hermansen, I believe it was his last name. And they have another one, Osmerz. Normark is another one also. They are under 18 years old. They are the ones who will be the best player to looking for the NHL draft 2026. So, yes, this is where I start my list of the NHL draft prospect. I check everything for the upcoming season. Peter August is in the house tonight. Welcome back, Peter. We talked about Toronto a couple of minutes ago. Represent GF knocked the door. Jay's last two out of the three. And I believe Detroit has not made playoffs since 2015. 10 years, they are getting close to the Buffalo under the feeling. I think you're absolutely right. Interesting. I maybe said to you it's 8 or 9 years now, or the 10 year is coming. And I not want to be again you. I just want to, I think I'm 9 years, but still, you're absolutely right. And as a matter of fact, guys, I have a subject tonight. It's called the next 3 years in NHL. And I go with the 32 team. I put them on different categories. Stay tuned for that one. I think it will be a good assessment to see what they look like for the next 3 years. And Detroit is one where I don't know what to do with them, honestly. Do they have any good non-draft players to invite to the camp? Usually, Butch, Roger, it's about the players don't have no contract. Are they going to take a chance with, Rozovic? I'm not sure. They don't have a lot of PDO around. Veteran players, maybe. I think right now, for what we saw, can use during the summer, who they are with the salary cap, for what they have, it's coming from Laval Rocket, and they have already the players. They got Velino and Semi Blais. I believe Montreal is set to go to main camp with that kind of list, the players. That said, every year in August, can use make a big splash. We are only August 10. We still have 20 days. Can he does again another move at August? We'll see. But that's what I feel, Roger, about that. Yes, the DB bad Dodgers are better. Yes, better, a great spot, but I need to give chance to your prospect. I think is the Jays should have an easier path versus then National League stronger. PSW, welcome back in the house, my friend PS. I checked PS the contest Friday night from Smith. The from did with is Smith the verification of all the friendship quiz. they confirm you finish with 2-5. So I don't want to be the bad guy here. I'm just the messenger. If you have a problem, you can request the Smith did with the Smith. But I'm just a messenger. We will see when the player have started in baseball and shown stronger Canadian. Good look. Good luck for the Jays at least. Here we go, Peter August. Gary Connery talk about everything. The New Jersey Devils, guys. I expect Luke Hughes sign a new deal of 7 years with the Devils. This could be a $9 million area, 9.5. Can he reach the 10 million? Ah, I don't see that. But I expect a contract for Luke Hughes on the table the next couple of days for a deal at 7 years. Garrett McDavish is the flavor of the month, and it's a rumor. Gary Conway, you're right about this. Drop the glove. I was going to go check the replay. PS. I did, by the way. I took a time to do it, PS. The next one, guys, is not next one. We talked about this last week. Patrick Kane Day. The city of Chicago declared last week, August 8th, for the number 88. August 8th, 8-8, right? You got it. Declared the Patrick Kane Day. It was all around the Chicago. Did many podcasts, guests, skate on the ice. But the big moment of the weekend was not Patrick Kane. The biggest thing during the weekend, guys, it was the fight between Alex DeBrincat and Patrick Kane. What? But not the dad. The kid, 3 years old and 4 years old, they dropped the glove at the matchup fight for the fun, and they have a good time, the kids together. And two great teammates, they played together for the Chicago Blackhawks, Kane and DeBrincat. We know Kane now play with the Detroit Red Wings. So I just want to share with you what happening, guys, around the NHL. You can see, guys, we stretch everything to talk about hockey right now. Nothing happening. I don't know what's going on. But what is what we got? Francois Pitt, welcome back, Francois. I know you're busy during summer. I know you're working hard during the night. But glad to see you. We missed you a couple of days, my friend. I know, a long time. Jason, back in the house also, both of you. Don't forget, everybody, to click on the like and subscribe and become also a member of the channel. If Luke Hughes get that much, that Hudson, no, I disagree with you, Jason. Luke Hughes is on the same level like Lane Hudson, Quinn Hughes, Jake Sanderson. I think Sanderson got 8.5. This is what Luke Hughes is. I know. You could be disagree with me, but he's going to be a first pairing defenseman with them. Luke Hughes, the next couple of years. The left shoulder, 21 years old, 44 point last season, 4 overall pick in 2021. Consistency year after year, 9 goals 2 years ago, 7 goals last year, 47, 46 points. And he played less minute because they have other defensemen for him. But he's going to be the number 1 power play for them. I just disagree with that one, Jason, for that one. So we'll see what's happening about that. So how many goals will Lonnie have this coming season? But from Alex Carrier, it could be higher. But I think GF, it could be on that number. Kane versus DeBrincat was a header-weight fight. Here we go. Jason, that's what is Luke Hughes. He had more gold at Lane Hudson this year. and he play less minute. And 3 years, you're going to see Luke Hughes at the same level like everybody else. I just mentioned their name. Great skater, great puck movement. If you gave $8.5 million to Provorov for the Columbus Blue Jacket, if you gave $4 million a plus to Dumoulin and Cody Ceci, you had to pay Luke Hughes at that kind of money, 8.5 a plus. It's about asset management. You have asset, and they need to be used to find players where you have gaps. McDavid is available because of Anaheim strength center. Yeah, you're right about that, Peter. For this one, so we got about the NHL news. We're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens news. Then I'm going to go to the two subjects we got tonight of the show and the clash after that. So let's go back now. Let's go to the ad news rumor for the Montreal Canadiens. Not much, but have an opportunity to watch the game of David Rebacker during the weekend. Rebacker played against Vincent Rover. I think it was Friday, and the game was, I watched the game Saturday. Not much, honestly, 10-4 for the many player play in the NHL again, the team Lions. Both of them got an assist. You know, it was not physical, to be honest with you. I like the game of David Rebacker. Very well, skate well, move the puck good. But I was watching Rebacker. I was also watching Rover. Rover guy is underrated because we don't see him a lot. This is a guy, obviously, is only 5'10" and only 165 to 170. But I know you're not going to like it. If you compare him to Kapanen and Beck, he has more offensive side of the game. This, no doubt in my mind. I can say that to you. The problem he's going to get if he comes to the Rocket next year is the physicality of the game now in North America. Can he handle that? Maybe like Sean Farrell, right? Sean Farrell looking great in NCAA, UCHL. Then he hit the wall. He's getting there last year. He had a good second season, but can he go through those big bodies? This is what I don't know about Rover. But the guy is a right shooter, drive to the net, don't scare to get there. He make great play. Good skater. Again, NL versus NHL. Two big giant step. But that's a play. I want to be sure you guys, you remember Vincent Rover for the Montreal Canadiens. Luke Hughes will be 55-plus point defenseman next 10 years. He can skate. He has size. New Jersey have a good one on him. Yeah, I agree with you about that. And that's what I was disagree with Jason about that. For that, Mr. 120 Allen is also a moral play. That much money to them, pay that much money. That's something I'm not sure about why they did that. So, Algie Calabro talk about other things in the chat. I don't mention Algie Calabro all the posts because you guys, you can read what he bring on the table. So that's happening, guy, for David Rebecca. We're going to follow up. Now, pay attention now. We are about 3 weeks at the beginning of the KHL. So what's wrong with that, coach? But we have a possible to follow up Volonkin, Konishkov, Zavroski. We have to see what is going to be. Cannon is going to be on the VHL. You can talk about Zubolev and Kostenko, but they are not in the big players on the long term with the Montreal Canadiens. But they have tournament starting tomorrow, Monday. Couple of games. It's a they do the exhibition. They do the fun exhibition game between a tournament. So they are three, four, five team. They go to one location and they make a tournament. Uh, we're going to give you all the like I did with Demidov. I'm going to give you all the update, but I'm not going to watching the game like I did. I'm going to review the game, but I'm not going to watching the game at 1 o'clock in the morning. Demidov keep me awake until 3 a.m. I have no regrets, but right now I'm going to go with highlights and watching those clip of the prospect for the Montreal Canadiens. So it's something you have to pay attention. The next PS, I just checked to Blake, Dickie Moore, and he will vary my was my answer. They make a mistake. They make a mistake. No biggie. Anyway, Vonenkin for PS. It's going to be a very interesting year in Montreal, Francois. The puzzle is almost complete. It depends what is the puzzle for you. I think for me, missing 5 to 6 pieces of the puzzle, but it's getting better. Because Sakaski have 65 points this next year. He could get that, Sakaski, but it will depend what is Linesuski Caulfield. My only problem could stop Sakaski to raise those kind of number is what is going to be on the power play. If he's still unit number one, what it will be is development or is improvement for the upcoming year. This is a breakout season for me for Sakaski. But what is a breakout? Is it the number of the goal, number of the assist, number of the point? Is hits? Is power forward? Is physicality? How he uses his body? His decision making? His defensive zone coverage? This when I talk about decision making, guys, sometimes he's way too long to pass the puck. Bad decision. He return the puck to opponent team. He preferred to pass the puck to shooting the puck. Those kind, it's just a learning experience. Not again him. It's just a learning experience. So when you sit with him at the video room, that's what you do. You explain to them and you show to him. That's what he get a report every game after the game. And you have to compiling this. They have it's when you go behind the scenes in hockey structure and right, you have people walking inside of the management, coaching staff. Well, you never saw them on the public appearance. They are because I said that because I did it at Fun Level. You are one report the clips and coaches staff tell you, okay, for Sakaski, focus on this. They sit with the players. They said, look, it's not about the goals, Sakaski. It's about your decision making. How many decision making you did with the puck? 12 tonight. What was the successful ratio of that? That's what a video coach does for the team. He gets clips. He go with the direction of the head coach and the assistant coach, and he get everything out. How many seconds Sakaski has the puck on his stick tonight? Is it 34, 54? Is it 1 minute 3? Average is between 55 to 1 minute per game. I'm talking about Sakaski, but I'm talking about it's every players. So when you go diagnostic the players, and they do this, guys, with everybody in the Montreal Canadiens organization, This is an element of the game where you have to be sure the player understand. Can he put his the work ethic? Can he work on it every game? So he tried to keep a good mindset of the player on the positive side of the game. And that's what I feel is going to happening for Sakeski for the upcoming year. More interesting is Sakeski improvement at 5 versus 5. It's do or die for Kirby Duck. Uri, as you know, I'm not a fan. He's got no hockey IQ. He cannot skate. There's not a back check. He, he missed the net more. He hit it. That's your point of view about that, GF. I did not going to go against you. I disagree with you, but for me, I see a Sakeski on front and goal. Why do you think Montreal select him? What was the purpose of that selection over Cooley, Gauthier, Nemec, Yaricek, Shane Wright? If you feel the the check of what the Montreal are looking for, it's okay. The kid is only 20 years old. He already playing in NHL at 18 years old. So you have to get him time. All the other players are not better on the 2022 NHL draft. I'm not saying it's the best players. They have 99% of those players are not reached the NHL. And who they are in the NHL, they have 4 or 5. Nemec is not playing his best hockey in NHL. Chirecek is not there. Gauthier played his first year in NHL. Shane Wright played his first full year in NHL. Logan Coley played his second year in NHL. I don't consider, and I will not compare Sakeski with the other players. I would consider what Sakeski brings to the Montreal Canadiens. I just feel disagree for your statement about him. That's why I see that. Neutral on is one Guy about that. So that's our beginning about this. We have other things to talk about. Don't forget, please, to click on the like if you don't mind. That'd be great. For some point, Carrier, Alexandre Carrier, talk in the public on the weekend, and he's getting excited in many ways for the Montreal Canadiens. First, many other French Canadians joined the Montreal Canadiens organization, but not for that point. But it was more about the fact like he's going to start for the first time his full year at the beginning of the year with the Montreal Canadiens. He predict big year for Patrick Laine. At some point, he said 50 goals. I think GF said 35 to 40, where I agree with him. But still that, I believe Montreal could be very excited team to watch for the upcoming year. But Carrier is really excited about the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming year. When you watch Alexandre Carrier, it remind me a lot Francis Bouillon. Bouillon played over 10 years for the Montreal Canadiens, was a great leader and a QM with the Grand Bay Predator and the Laval. They are two small defensemen. They play with heart. They gave everything on the ice. And this is the reason I compared to Francis Bouillon. I not said Bouillon is better or Carrier is better. It's a two prototype players similar, in my opinion. Carrier would play a specific role for the upcoming year for the Montreal Canadiens. The goal for the Montreal at long term is to David Rebecca go on the second line pairing, and Carrier on the third line. On the third, well, I don't know why I said line, pairing. And that would be great for the Montreal Canadiens to get Dobson, Rebecca, and Carrier together. I think this is a great three punch 1, 2, 3 on the right side for the Montreal Canadiens. But we have to wait. What could have been? I'm totally satisfied by the trade and the youth for Bolduc. Larry Lavalley locked the door. Hopefully, you're doing well, Larry Lavalley. That's what we got. Now, Stu Colwyn worked with the Montreal Gazette for many, many years, reporter. Was at the podcast of the Tony Mariano last week. He predicted Nick Suzuki for 100 points. It's a big statement. Suzuki increasing number of points year after year. Drop 33 goals to 30 goals last season. Increase the number of the assists for sure. 89 points with the Montreal Canadiens. He became one of the first since Kovalev to get 1 point average per game. No doubt, and I can say this with no hesitation, Suzuki is going to get a minimum of 85 points. To get 100 points, you have to perform very good on the power play. And because the situation of the penalty kill could stop Suzuki to have that kind of similar season again. It's the beginning of his peak. 26 years old, been in the NHL for what, 8 years now? Well, maybe not, maybe 6 years. But at the end of the day, I believe Suzuki is going to have a good year with the Montreal. 100 points, I think that's a lot for that. I could be wrong. I will expect Suzuki around 100 points, 85. You know, Jeff, we talk about the same similar. So, yeah, but you understand my reservation about how you can get 100 points. But we understand that. Julien Wiseman visiting up back in the house. Great point about that. Welcome back, Julien. Improve every year. Absolutely agree with you. If the power play get it's possible. Here we go. You guys, sometimes people asking me about you guys, what is it look like, the people in the chat, and I said they know hockey. We're not big number of viewers, but the people come here, they know it's hockey. They love to be here. They are really good people, behaviors, respect, knows hockey, knows very well hockey, and that's who you are. Montembeau, Madison, Carrier, Valeno, Bolduc, Marc, Gary, François. Suzuki will get between 80 to 95 points, but he will be better overall. Bad news, guys, Suzuki just get trade. Thanks, go. You welcome, Julien. PS. There we go. So that's a playing gap for Nick Suzuki. Now, a rumor came for the Boston Bruins from, is it Murphy? I don't know his first name. He's with the Sit podcast, Murphy, well known as a reporter for the Boston Bruins. Talk about Boston Bruins tried to trade possible Pavel Zacha. Zacha is 6'3", draft first round by the New Jersey Devils. They got traded to the Boston Bruins a couple of years ago. It was maybe a salary cap problem, whatever it was. I think they got in trade Eric Ola, but it's not a big deal. Now they talk about Casey Middlestad. This is a wild wear players. First of all, Casey Middlestad was drafted, I believe, 6th overall pick by the Buffalo Sabres, because I was at the draft. And that draft I was sitting at the top. And if I was on the top, I was in Chicago, if I can recall it. That said, he came for the high school. His buddy was dominating the high school in Minnesota. I cannot remember the buddy name, by the way. He never made the NHL. Buffalo select Casey Middlestad. Montreal Canadiens have his brother, Luc Middlestad. He has a third brother. He's going to be drafted, I believe, next season. That's okay. But Casey Middlestad, with all the Buffalo who they are, right? They trade players, everything. So young players got traded to the Colorado Avalanche, and then last year, Avalanche trade him to the Boston Bruins. In return, they got Charlie Coy. And he did not fit well overall. He did 60 points, I believe, 57 points 2 years ago. His number of the point dropped at 40, I believe, last season. His face-off is up and down. He did 51.2, I believe, with the Boston Bruins for 18 games he played. I think he had 10 points. But that his average is about 44 last year, combined with the Colorado at 42%. I don't know if it's a solution for the Montreal Canadiens there, but his name is out. We'll see if he's going to be traded before the beginning of the season. We love coach in and up top, Larry. We miss Mr. Up top for that one. Ron, remember one Robitaille was described as having a slower que Zamboni. Yeah. Luc Robitaille never been a great skater. I remember him play with the All Olympics many years ago. Robitaille was a sniper. That make him special. He did it a long term. He did it with consistency. He shot every year. That's what we're looking for with Patrick Laine, by the way. Consistency. Entourage, one of the points Sakowski need to produce more, 25 goals, 40 assists, 65 points. He has a combined between both of them. I agree with you about that, and 26. Mr. J, Betsy Suzuki, does thing on assist is crunch, Kucherov behind the net, pass the pocket, and up front the assist on the goal. Yeah, I agree. He's underrated players, I believe. He does a lot of great because his hockey IQ and hockey sense is very high. Very conscious about his defensive zone coverage. He's getting better year after year. So I always said to you, you're right. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like if you don't mind. That'd be great. Frank Laval Rocket and Canadiens played a couple of years with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Suzuki, so mature for 26 years old. Julien, you're right about that. At this point, Middlestad is kind of the reclamation project. At best, a third liner. No thanks. Not a bad comments at all. Look, he's carrying a 5.7 minute, 5.7. 2 more years is what, 26? I think like you said. It's not my favorite player to select, honestly. But I would be interested in the value of Middlestad now. Cost Charlie Coy, by the way. If you look about the recap of the week very quickly, guys, we talk about the Dak injury by Maxime Truman during the week. Now, sometimes the retraction, retraction, I believe, I don't know the words in English, said, oh, I did not say it that way. I said that way. And now Danny Collier said something. Oh, he was not on controversy. He did not try to be. He just said that way. Finally, Eric Angels for the Sportnet or Engel said, no, it's not true. Kirby Dak is on the update injury where he's supposed to be right now. He has no regression or is not ready yet. We have to wait. You have an injury at the knee, and we have to see what's happening there. Markov did it also in the past, and we'll see what Kirby Dak is going to be at the training camp for that one. Chat room yesterday. Here we go. Larry Lavalley talk about ça. A2 on my Jans chat. Here we go. Lining. Summertime. You have a great time, Mr. Liney. Left Brassard to return in Europe. But Liney, guys, behavior wise, is excellent right now for the Montreal Canadiens. Mentally, he is so free. He look like he's a new happy man. Got married, new wife. Maybe he got something we did not know. He did not know. And now he is looking good physically and mentally. Summertime, he skate all the time. He stay in Montreal area. Go to Barkov. Went to Florida Panthers at the parade for Barkov. He helped his friend from Finland. He gave Charité Foundation money. He's involved around the Montreal. He's buddies with Demidov and everyone, and he's excited for the upcoming year. This is just positive. The key, because like Sakowski said all year long last year, I know I need to get better. I know I need to play that way. I would love to be like Brady Ketchup. And he did one game, and then he go back. It's about consistency. That's the difficult things in NHL, to be consistency. Suzuki did it, does it. Robitaille did it. This is what Sakowski need to do it. And then you need to be sure Patrick Laine show up this year. Final year contract, he knows that. But we'll see what's happening about this. Very great comments in the chat. That's one guy, even Demidov, everywhere. Demidov have a blast right now in Montreal. First of all, 19 years old, decide to stay in Montreal with his girlfriend, love to be on the ice in Brassard, love to develop his hockey skill. He enjoy his time in Montreal. He goes at different special events, participate to hockey 3 vs 3, Foundation, Charité. We saw his highlights left and right. He been to the zoo. He go everywhere. He enjoy. And this is what we're looking for with him. He did not return in Russia. And we'll see how prepared he's going to be at the upcoming year. This is the first full year in NHL. Many people think it's going to be the Calder Trophy. I will say to you guys, don't discount Biom for Minnesota, Parekh with the Calgary Flames. There are two of them. We'll see what it look like. Misa or Fondel or Sheffer, they're going to join NHL or not. But we'll see. It's nice to see a lot of Habs play stay in Montreal. You're right about this, Julien. I'll take a break to talk about Austin. Wilson is with the Giants now. François Robitaille hockey IQ was incredible. The guy could barely skate, but will always be at the right place at the right time. You're right. I think Michael Bossy was a good skater, but was not a great skater. Here we go. Larry talk about the Giants. For that, that's conclude that one, guys. I want to finish with one thing before we move on the subject of the night. The Rocket preview. And I don't want to go deep about this because I'm going to make a video, or I'm going to make a subject about the Rocket in the next couple of weeks, more in September. But it's quiet in NHL, and it's quiet with our Laval Rocket too. And I couldn't missing this. And I sometimes you don't get all the news, and I cannot be one of the person saw everything. But is it me? I did not see, I did not read, I did not heard anything about Pascal Vincent since the end of the year of the Rocket. Rumor was supposed to be back in the NHL. It did not happen. I don't know when he signed his contract last year, for how many years. I cannot recall it. Is it 3 years? That's maybe we don't hear he's going to be back with the Laval Rocket yet. But if he's under contract, Il y a nothing to be announced by the team. But isn't that strange? We don't hear anything for the Rocket. We heard they filled some spot. They got some trade. They signed new UFA. Um, they have plus coming for upcoming year. It's not going to be the same thing. The right side defenseman is hurt with some departure on the defenseman core. But you have other players coming with the team. And it would be interesting what the Rockets going to look like. They finished first in the standing. They lose again at Charlotte at Checkers on the semifinal. But it would be interesting. Michel Goulet also. Yeah, you're right. Michel Goulet. Hope that great anticipation make a great yes, the Rocket. Fowler must play at the lot in Laval, François. Billy, welcome back from Newfoundland or Nova Scotia. Steve Shot, number 22. About that, Coach, you think Ken is gonna to do a usual August big trade? He did it in the past, but every year the schema or the template or the plan is changing. Right? When he did Monahan trade, it was because Montreal can pick it up, a first round pick. Now is targeting other things. When he trade for last year for Patrick Laine, but again he has the money on the salary cap and they want to satisfy the top six, and they did that. And Mr. Billy scored the third goal of the game, the hat trick of the Hockey Nation I show, the super chat.
Oh my God!
Billy, thank you. Billy saw the hat trick tonight, guys. And thanks so much for that one. I'm going to get an assist for two people returning in the chat tonight. First, Julien Wiseman. Vizna get an assist on that one. And Francois Pitt behind the net stopped the play. Go a long stretch pass to Julien. Julien attacking a 2 versus 1. Pass the puck. One-timer shot of Billy. Came from the Billy Bar. Scored a goal for the Super Chat Montreal Hockey Nation live show. Thanks so much, Billy, to do that. The Hockey Nation, everybody. So that's a play for the Rocket, guys. I don't know. I was talking about something. I forgot. Talk about Fowler, but we talk about the Rocket, I believe. So anyhow, we'll see what the Rocket is looking for. We talk about Pascal Vincent. We talk about Ken Hughes. Oh, August. So we talk about Patrick Laine. The year before that, they make the big trade for Mike Hoffman to get out of Montreal Canadiens roster. Then they recover Jeff Petrie. They sent to Detroit. They got Casey DeSmith. They sent to Vancouver. And why? Because they want to remove a couple of players inside. Dadonov got traded, and I can't go all the way that year. So the point behind that, now they're switching, right? They don't have the same purpose now they was today. It is today compared a couple of years ago. So they're looking around, and we'll see if he's going to go that direction. I don't see that. I'll be honest with you guys. And I feel like Gary said early, Gary Conroy, and I think Mark said the same thing, or Peter August. I feel Montreal are satisfied with what they got right now. I could be wrong. And they're going to surprise us all the time. And I could be completely out of that one over there. A run would be a deadline trade, I think. Randy, welcome back in the house also. Hilary Lavalley also. Before I go to the subject, guys, I want to talk about what I did a video today. Like I mentioned to you, I make a video, two videos today. One on my other channels called The Chasing Greatness. You can become a subscriber, guys, on the channel. It's called youtubechannel.com/ at Chasing Greatness, but with 10x at the end. Every week I release a video. Yesterday I released Ichiro Suzuki because they retired his jersey in Seattle, and I did also Ryan Sandberg passed away last week, and that's what it is the subject of this. The subject of this channel is about players retire and they make an impact on the different sport. And I try to make two per week, but when I do a video at 10 minutes, like I did for Zuski guys, this is about 8 to 10 hours. And nobody watched it yet, and I'm okay with that. I love to do that. So I just want to mention that for that one. And then also, yesterday, I did my top 10. Before I did my top 20 a couple of days ago. Today, I did my top 10 um, players from 2000 to 2025. I like it. We don't have a lot of viewers on my video. It's okay. Don't worry about that. But I like the people comments because they have fun opinion. It's fun. I like it. I like debate. I like to say, no, I like this players. And this is what I'm thinking they are. On that, I did not do many requirements. I do about the impact, the role with the Montreal Canadiens. And every time you do a list like that, you're going to be wrong at some point. You're going to miss the players, and that's okay. I'm not worried about that. But what is coming tomorrow and the next 2 days, two things. I'm going to do now my top 20 best favorite player for the Montreal Canadiens. I see them play. Now, I cannot talk about Maurice Richard. I never see Maurice Richard. What my feelings are when I see them. A guy like Vincent D'Anfos, example. A Christian Yos. So they're going to be my next video about that. And then I'm going to finish with my Mount Rushmore of the Montreal Canadiens. That said, I took Plekanec, Gallagher, Caulfield, Koivu, Pacioretty, Zuski, Subban, Kovalev, Markov, Carey Price. I missed a couple of players out. Weber, Petrie, Ryder, Brisebois, Theodore, Dano, Camirelli. Why you did not pick them? There's one reason behind that. I was not sure to get active players like Caulfield, Zuski, 6 years, 5 years. But I did it. Gallagher and Carey Price are active on the roster for the Montreal Canadiens. Carey Price with the most game play and the most win. Gallagher for what he bring on the table for many years, 5th round pick. Koivu, great captain for the Montreal Canadiens. We know what he did from 2000 to 2008, I believe, got traded. Pacioretty at 4 seasons, a 30 goal. Played 8 years for the Montreal Canadiens. 10 years, I believe. Controversy captain possible, but I select them. Plekanec, I still believe, is underrated for the Montreal Canadiens. He may barely make it. Subban, trophy, Norris trophy. Subban was excited. Kovalev was under the one, did almost 0.7 point per game average, only a couple of years with them. Barkov, for me, was the best quarterback, defenseman, power play Montreal Canadiens. How smart he was. If he was never been injured with knee, Barkov could be a winner of the Norris Trophy, or at least maybe the most points to any other defenseman. Played 16 years in NHL defenseman with the Montreal Canadiens. He is maybe one behind Robinson for the number of the game. He is first, I believe, for assists, anyhow, Barkov, and then Carey Price, like I mentioned to you. Shea Weber was there over Cole Caulfield. Then I switched my mind, I'll be honest with you. Jeff Petrie played 8 years on the Montreal Canadiens. Like him or not like him, he did many points with them. Over Plekanec, just Plekanec plays another role. And I said, okay, we already have Barkov and Subban. Can I stick with only two? And anyway, I would say Weber before Petrie, so I said no Petrie. Ryder, 2-3 years of the 30 goal. When he played with Montreal, was a solid winger sniper, but not, I believe, on the top 10. Brisebois, because his longevity with the Montreal Canadiens, but still, I think, should not be on my list. Theodore, winner of the Hart, Vizina. Couple of good years with the Montreal Canadiens. He did my list. I removed him. And someone told me about Philippe Danault before I make my list. I said, okay. But Danault did not wear the right share. He got opportunity because Montreal was not great. Um, it could be if, like I said, one of those players are there, and I did not mention them. I could be agree with what you mentioned about that. So again, like I said, it was my list on my top 10. Your video you can watch it today on the Hockey Nation, like I do every morning. I try to release the video at 7 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time for that one. So let's go back, guys, on this one here. And the subject of the night is a 5 question. I want to hear for all of you guys, what do you think? And if you don't mind. And first thing, guys, the 5 question is right here. And it's not by order. It's just what I'm thinking. And I want to hear your comments about that. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes, by the way. The first one, guys. And those questions about the outcome for the Montreal Canadiens. Is the second line center spot strong enough to carry on the Montreal Canadiens to the playoff? Montreal Canadiens last year have Doc Newhook, Jake Evans, Kapanen. I think Christian Dvorak did it as a center second line at some point. The second line Montreal Canadiens last year was one of the worst in NHL. Can the situation Montreal Canadiens could be a problem for the upcoming year? I know Gary Peter said, let's go with the inside, the organic play from the inside. But is it strong enough for the upcoming year? You're right, Bush, about Subban. Georges Larac. Salut, Luc Lafortune. OMG. No, Oleg Petrov. You know, Petrov have a couple of good years for the Montreal, by the way. Yeah, is strong enough to help Montreal make the playoff. Yeah, like, at the end of the day, on the top 6 forward, the center number 2, whatever it is going to be the lowest one. It's going to be the bottom of the list. You know, Caulfield, Suzuki, Sakaski, Laine, Bolduc, or Demidov is going to be better. But that center, can he be good on the face-off? Can he be good on defensive zone? Newhook minus 21, Doc minus 29. 30%, 38%, 43%, or 44% for Doc. We need a strong second center. This is not for win the Stanley Cup today, this year. But is it good enough to not disturb or to not derail or to not make the season on the wrong way for the Montreal Canadiens? This is really my question behind that. Sandman, welcome back. Can Dak Newhook do the job as second center? This is a question we're going to figure out for the next couple of months. I believe yes, because Demidov, Laine, or Bolduc would make that line better. Can we get a Doc better? Health, improvement, increasing his number of the face-off stats, get better on defensive zone. The details of the game, decision-making, physicality, forechecking, skating, entering zone, exit zone, stick angling, puck angling, shooting, finishing, scoring. This is what I'm looking for Kirby Dach. He has the skill, he has the size, he has the speed, he has the shot, he has the hands. Can the hockey IQ follow him? The health follow him? I don't have no clue that. Mark, can I say à la prochaine, mon Mark? Have a great night, buddy. I will see you next time. Best wish right now. Top McNair family at 29. Thanks so much, my friend. Mark, thanks for the super chat tonight. That said, this is good enough. We'll see about that. The next thing, guys, could the PK and the face-off percentage become a major problem. The PK, Montreal Canadiens was 9, I believe, at 82.9%. We talked about this last week. The face-off, Dvorak was excellent on the left side. We have no one at the same level like Dvorak. Roy was questionable about Armia, Savard, and Dvorak, three pieces important for the PK. Can the drop of the PK from 82.9 drop at 78, 79, and maybe lower could be a major problem for the success of the Montreal Canadiens for upcoming season. With the face-off, no one on the left side. They signed Joe Veleno. They have new hook. Are they going to be enough to cover what Dvorak did for the Montreal Canadiens at the end of the game, 6 versus 5? I don't have the right answer again, but this is a question we have to look. Perhaps send line could talk to Docker to get him motivated. 89 should have been retired by Buffalo. Talk about you are come. I'm confident about everything, including to center. My concern are injuries. Don't count Veleno out been a left center. There we go. That's okay. Again, 5 questions. I don't have the right answer, and I don't put negativity. We talk about what you feel, what you think. So far, no problem. Nobody said we have a big problem, second center. We have what we got, and we have everything to be ready. On the PK, he believed Veleno is going to be on the right spot at the right time. So, again, nothing wrong with that part over there. The next one, guys. Can Noah Dobson play as a true first pairing defenseman? Right to the Montreal Canadiens for the 2 first-round pick. Sign a new deal, 9.5. We talked about pressure last week for him. He never been a regular with consistency, play a ton of minutes on the first pairing with the New York Canadiens. This is on you. He was not always, again, the best player for opponent team. He's going to be with Caden Coley. Why not Coley? Because they have Pelech and Pulak as a first pairing. Romanov stepped up last year. Dobson defensively was better. But now we talk about consistency. Yes, before that, Montreal never have, the last couple of years, a defenseman first pairing on the right side. Have to know exactly what could happen for them. But again, would be interesting. New York will be on the PK. For that, I did not talk about the structure of the PK foot forward. I apologize for that. New York could be one of them. Villeneuve could be another one. I think Kirby Dak could be another one. With Josh Anderson already. I think the players are not used on the power play, like Kirby Dak, Alex Newhook, Joe Veleno, but could be used there. Randy said New York have to contribute. Hey boy, we enter the Dobson zone. The Habs have 4 first pairing defensemen right now, Gary. I don't see that, Gary. I hope so far. Noah's sake, fans are tough to win over. You're right. Yes, Dobson will step up, I believe. Go Habs, go N26. The next thing I want to talk about is about, guys, my next question, number 4. Will 16 game back-to-back hurt the Montreal Canadiens? That said, Montembeault played 62 games last year. Tobesh came as a reliever at the second half of the season, but honestly stopped December 28th. But the schedule is compressed this year. Many 3 game and 4 night, many 4 game and 6 night, 3 times 7 game and 9 night. We have 16 back-to-back game. Now you're going to have more time to use your backup number 2. Are we are strong enough, the Montreal Canadiens, to play back-to-back game? I'm talking about physicality, and I'm talking about the goaltending situation. So there are some problem where it's some question. It's not problem. It's some question we have to pay attention about that for the Montreal Canadiens. For NMN, a 2 first-round pick, a small price for a supposed defenseman star Francois. That is start the season. It would take him half of the season to get to be on that same level. That will be a test for Montembeault Guy. Stan Tobesh will have to play like he did this year, first 5 games. Jeff, do most team play back-to-back game with a constant schedule due Olympic break? Yes, but not like Montreal. Montreal are one of the 6 teams out of 16 game back-to-back. The lowest team play 3 or 4 teams play 12 back-to-back. You have 6 other teams play only 13. 7 or 8 play only 14. Now we say only coach is only 1 tonight. But more back-to-back game create more 3 game and 4 night, and more back-to-back game create more game 4 game and 6 night. Everybody have those kind of break 3 days, 4 days, one time. But yes, I understand that. Almost a team, but I believe for me, a team have better goaltender, they have better team roster, will handle better a schedule compressed. Who are they? I would say to you like Dallas Star, Ottinger, and Casey DeSmith. You should not have no problem with that part. But it's a concern. You have to pay attention for that. Finally, my last question of this subject tonight. Thanks for all the like we got. Let the Montembeault play around 60 game. That should not be too difficult for him. But my last question, guys, someone did it in the chat already, but I want to go a little bit more deeper. I'm talking about, do the Habs have the depth to handle injuries? So I'm going to go in that direction. If Montreal lose Montembeault, regular starter, our Montreal Canadiens are okay with Tobesh become the number 1, and Kakkonen to be the number 2, or Fuller as the number 2. Do you think if we have an injury like them, the season Montreal Canadiens could be really different at the end of the year with that injury at the position goaltender? On defenseman, I think Montreal are really solid on defenseman. That said, and why? Because if you remove one of the top 4, and Madison is not including, but Madison can stop on the top 4 easily, and you don't have no problem. Whatever you lose, Cooley or Hudson or Rebacker or Carrier or Dobson, I think Madison can fill up the spot. And then you have Strobel and Jekai. They can step up their game to be on that So position defensively, I don't have no problem. At the bottom six, I think Montreal is very solid. You could have now New Hook, you have Budzik or Lining, you have Anderson, Gallagher, Jake Evans. You can add Joe Villano. You're going to have maybe a rookie like Kapanen, Beck, Jekai, or any others. You still have Semi Blais around. So the bottom six is pretty good. On the forward, top six, we have extra players like New Hook and Budzik can step up at the top six. But where's the problem for me? Is if you lose Nick Suzuki, we don't have a second center, and we lose a number one center. We are in the trouble, my friend. Like badly. My opinion, two players you cannot lose is Nick Suzuki and Samuel Montembeault. I know you're going to say Montembeault. It is. Because Montreal does not have anyone after that at the same level like Samuel Montembeault. No one. He can hate him. He said, look what he did. That's who he is. The role he played with Montreal in, and we don't have anybody close at Nick Suzuki. I think you lose Caulfield, Sakoski, or Laine, or Demidov. You can't have Wenger step up there. It's not perfect, but you can handle there. But the health of Nick Suzuki and Samuel Montembeault could change, guys, the outcome of the Montreal Canadiens very badly. PS, great about that. No, they have very little data, but Laval is just a phone call away. Load with talent. Suzuki and Montembeault are the key players. Yep, the data is in Laval. Any other players to max? Caulfield also through about that. Schofield and Malcolm out. So at the end of the day, guys, it's a when you do exercise like that, you have to look around, and I think this is where it's really interesting to see that. One more thing to go there tonight. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes if you don't mind. I think it was fun to do that. I really like it. Hopefully, you do the same thing. Let's go back there. We just did a 5 question. We did the ad. We did the NHL. I like it. Tonight, we're rolling the show very quickly. Thanks all the 3 super chat tonight. Jose Duarte, Billy, and Mr. Mark Elliott. Guys, thanks so much. We talk about, I want to talk about one subject. I thought I could wait tomorrow night, but we can find other things to talk about this tonight. The NHL, the next 3 years. Like, I'm bored. So I said, I'm bored. What I can do? I said, let's see an overview of the next 3 years in NHL. And I know I did not go deeper, but how I see the progression, the rebuilding team, the team going to be stuck in the middle, the team's going to be better, or what they look like, the new rebuilding team in NHL. So let's go there, guys, and then we're going to do the clash, and then we're going to get out of this show tonight. The app cannot lead the NHL with the highest amount of high-dimensions shot away again this season. Without ski, we are in the lottery. Here we go. Look about that. A lot of great comments about this. So let's go there, guys. NHL next 3 years. Guys, I wish I could go a little bit more deeper. I did exercise about 15, 20 minutes. And I apologize. Sometimes it is what it is. There's a reality behind everything. So let's see what we got, guys. I don't know where I put this. Here we go. First of all, guys, the team could be a regression the next 3 years. Tampa Bay get older. I know Julien Brisebois would do everything to keep that team at that level, but I don't see better. The lack of pipeline is not there. I know they are Guanzel, Eagles, Brendan Agel. They have, Cernak and Cyril Lee. But Vasilevsky will be 35, almost. Kucherov, Point will be older, 30. I see regression. Boston Bruins, they're already in regression. Are you going to rebuild? I don't know yet. But this is a team are going to be down. The New York Rangers, Panarin is last final year contract. It's not better. Are they going to be better this year? Yes, but the next 3 years, I'm not sure. Pittsburgh, we know already what's going on over there. It's going to be bad, 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 bad. Rebuild team. St. Louis Blues, interesting. The old on defense. Bennington will be 32, 33 years old at some point. They have their goaltender back up. They still have a certain prospect like Devoski and Mayu and Neighbor this year. Now he's getting there. They have Snuggerud. Is it good enough? They're going to lose, O'Reilly and Thomas Kiro is going to be 2030. I maybe put them more on the middle of the. Maybe I may be wrong for St. Louis. Nashville. Zaros, Uzi will be retired, possible. I talk about Randall Riley with it was with Nashville. Sankos, Marchesso, Seki. This is going to be bad. Lesson Kings. This is based on Capital, Dowdy, Quemper, three key players on different position. And they're going to get older. Maybe two of them, maybe three of them will be out of the NHL. And they already have Perry, Armia, Dumoulin, Edmondson, CC. Not looking good over there. Whatever they are, Kemp, Fiala, Byfield, Laferrière. Calgary Flame, the Randy team. Hey, Nicholas, welcome back, my friend. A long time. So we'll see what happening, guys. The Calgary Flames, a team right now all looking okay, but not punch. The pipeline defensively is pretty good. Offensively, it would take time. Huberto contract, Kadri H, Wigard. They're going to maybe trade. This is a thing could go on the rebuild team very quickly. They threw retools right now. But this is a team I see more on the regression. Now, the rebuild team, guys, very soon. Pittsburgh, Calgary, Boston. They are my next three team on the rebuild team. Could be another team too, but they are for me the three team on the rebuild. I don't want to mention too much about that. Just a second, better be ready. Lot of puck coming this way as LA. I need to find higher scorer to help Camp and Byfield. Now, the rebuild team right now: Montreal, Anaheim, Chicago, San Jose, Utah, Flyers, Columbus, Ottawa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When you get out the rebuild team, guys, when you get out of the rebuild, I said a couple of weeks ago, one education from the expert in hockey. If you go on the playoff back-to-back years, you are out of the rebuild team. Call it that way. Ottawa did it last year. Montreal did it last year. They are the only two teams of the rebuild team did it. They have a chance to get out the rebuild team. But this year, Utah, Columbus, Anaheim are the next team like Montreal and Ottawa. Chicago, San Jose, Flyers are not there yet. This is what I believe is going to happening for the Montreal Canadiens right now. Believe all the things, and the team guys are stuck in the middle of that. I cannot read them yet. It's Vancouver. I know what it would be the next 3 years, the situation with Quinn Hughes. Demko, healthy-wise. They have a long contract with Peterson and Bowser. The pipeline is okay, not great. Likirimaki. Um, I don't see a lot about Vancouver. The Southern Kraken, yes, Catton, Shane Wright. It's not a rebuilding, but it was a new franchise. Francis, I believe, since he is there, that team did not go forward. They stuck there. Would be interesting that stuck. Minnesota, the last 2 years, the salary problem with the contract of Parisi buyout and Sutter. Are they going to get better? They have a couple of pipeline players. The defensemen looking good. Faber, Biom, for them. Kaprizov is going to be there or be on his prim again. But is it good for them to be the top 10 in NHL? I'm not sure. Detroit, they missed, like you said, N26, 9 years the playoff now. Eiserman plan have a limit. Is on the survival mode over there. Are they going to get better? They have prospect, Raymond, Larkin. Larkin is a little bit more veteran now. Zeder, Edvidson, Casper, Danielson, Nygard, Pelika, Kosa. That's a pretty good team. They signed bad contract. They have veteran ages. But is it good enough for them to be the consider with Ottawa, Montreal, and the next 3 years? Maybe stuck in the middle. Toronto Maple Leaf. Tavares in 3 years should not be there. Matthews be 28, 29. Nylander. The defense core, Riley, Danel. When it be the same, the goaltending situation, the pipeline is what? Menden. Then you have Cowan. But the defense pipeline, Toronto is not great. And next 3 years, this is a team will be stuck right there. Good enough to make the playoff, but not good enough to go deep in the playoff. The Islanders, it's a new switch over there. Difficult to read again, Mathieu Dash, because this is a team have many contracts. With old veterans, Pajot, Palmieri, Palek, Pulak, Valamov, Ovrat in 3 years, Basel, healthy-wise. They have Sheffer. They got 2 pick, Bear and Eklam. They restart Woodstrom. I don't know what it's going to look like. Ezerman. But again, is it good enough? I'm not sure about that. And then finally got the team will be good enough in 3 years again. You had the Florida Panthers, the Canada Hurricanes, the New Jersey Devils, the Winnipeg Jets, the Dallas Stars, the Colorado, Edmonton, and Vegas. I still believe they're going to be on the top of the NHL. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 team. This is where Montreal Canadiens have to compete the next 3 years with Anaheim, Utah, Ottawa, Columbus, Toronto, Detroit, Islanders, Minnesota. Montreal Canadiens the next 3 years are going to be between 12 and 10. Can they slide on the top 10? They should be, but can they push out, one of the 8 bottom team right there on the corner? Florida, Carolina, New Jersey, Winnipeg, Dallas, Colorado, Edmonton, Vegas. I don't see them to be worse. They still have the big players right there. But it would be interesting to watching Toronto, Minnesota, to complete the top 10. Or the Montreal can step up there with Anaheim and Utah. I think Montreal are going to compete with Anaheim, Utah, Ottawa in the next couple of years. I'll give you guys an overview. Honestly, Joe, the Snow, they are the Ottawa Senator. They're still there. It was the first time they made the playoff last year. They are on the phase of Suzla, top pick, Sanderson, top pick, Brady Ketchup, top pick. We talk Ketchup, guys, 2018, I believe, with Kokanemi, 7 years now. They trade Josh Norris for Carson. This is a team. They got Patterson. My point behind that is Ottawa, any team are not returning back-to-back playoff are still considering a rebuilding team. I did not create that. Where do you see Washington? Good point. I said I was going to miss one team over there. Washington was a really interesting team. I think they're going to regress this year for Washington. Ovechkin will be out the next 3 years. I still don't believe Carlson will be out defensive. They have a couple of players pipeline are coming, but they never pick on the top 10. I think they picked one, Ryan Leonard, 8th overall pick 2 years ago. But otherwise, Lapierre or McMichael or, this is a team going to be stuck in the middle. I don't know why I didn't put them there. I know that because I put Pittsburgh and Boston twice on my schedule. Triple W is in the house. Long summer, no problem. Triple W, we love you, my friend. Hopefully, don't know. Patrick, what need to win or is going to be out? That's going happening at some point. Look, because he's not get the job by Matthew Dash. Carlson, you talk about he's not leaving, but Guy in 3 years is going to be 37 years old. To be at the end of his career. So Washington will be the same. We're going to finish, guys, with the clash, if you don't mind. It's about prediction tonight. Honestly, it's, the season is not started yet, so sometimes more about the prediction or otherwise. You're welcome, Triple W. I see your comments in my videos, so I appreciate a lot, my friend. All right, 5 questions. Absolutely, if you agree or not allowed, you disagree. That's simple. We have about 10 minutes to do it. Then we'll get out. We'll be back tomorrow night, Monday night, guys. Don't go nowhere. 8:30 p.m. Don't forget when you leave the building to click on the likes. This is your punchline. Your punch out of the show tonight. First of all, guys, Montreal Canadiens prospect. Kapanen, bigger season overall with Laval or anywhere at Owen Beck. Agree or disagree? Absolutely or not at all. Peter Bondra, number 12. Triple W, ab top 3. Who could be the first head coach to be fired? Good question, by the way. Yeah, I'm doing an exercise right now. 9 new head coach, so we have to remove 9 coach right there. Snoop. I will say to you, Andrew Brunette with the Nashville Predator, one of them. Patrick Roy could be, but I don't see that. Someone else have other answer, let me know. Maurice Robillard, welcome in the house. Ovechkin is 39, a coach. Yeah, he is. I was talking about Carlson, I believe. I'm more afraid and Beck. I wish Beck could be a starter. Buffalo coach, first one. Here we go. Lindy Ruff could be another one. Good point. And I think the first one going to be higher, guys, is Peter Dubois at Dubar. PS, he said no about that one. Good question, Snoop. Thanks to be a part of the show. I don't think it's the first time. If you are, welcome to the family. If we'll come back, if you are back, but welcome back. Florent Jacquard will score 20 goals in American Hockey League. He did it this year. Play at least one game in the NHL for upcoming season. Absolutely or not allowed. W, Kapanen back on the same level. PS is better improvement, development, and number de points. But I never did enough analysis on Kapanen Butch. François, absolutely for Kapanen. Pierre W. Tourigny would be on the hot spot. Only 1 year left to his contract. You don't need win. So the reason I said Pierre W. Tourigny, it came on my mind. But as the first one, I don't see that. Secondly, I think Utah will be good. But I can understand your point of view, Pierre W. Absolutely stand for Florent. Yes for Luc. Yes, I go for back Triple W. Nicholas, I fully rest back should be quiet. Good to. He played a lot of hockey last year, especially back to back. Back. You're right about that, Nicholas. I think the summer this year will be good for him to recover. Absolutely for Kapanen and Florent Jacquard. Not allowed. I don't think Florent will play any game in NHL this year. There we go. Next one. The Atlantic Division will have at least 2 teams hitting the 50-win mark. You have only one last year with 52, Toronto Maple Leafs. Do you think that the Florida Panthers could get 50, the Tampa Bay Lightning get 50, or any other team? Only one division at 50W last year. 50W, it was the Washington Capitals and the Carolina Hurricane. Now, let me check to be sure I'm doing the right things here. Yeah, Golden Knight and the Washington Capitals is the Central Division. I apologize, guys. The Winnipeg Jet and the Dallas Stars did it. No one other division did it 50. We have close at 48W, Edmonton, the Kings, and then the Tampa Bay 47, Florida Panthers 47, Ottawa 45. This is another game that would be think anything is possible. But Florent will have more responsibility with Laval Standerman. You're right, Florent, for that. Absolutely. Right, absolutely. Not allowed, Nicholas. No, look. Not allowed Standerman. Not allowed for Atlantic Division. When you do that, guys, usually your division is stronger to other division. Absolutely for Billy. Here we go. Next one. Here we go. Now we're going to go with player for the Montreal Canadiens. Sakaski, more goal over Carter Gauthier from Anaheim Ducks next season. Sakaski scored 18 goals last year. Now, some people say, let's go with Logan Colip. I go with Gauthier to simplify the work here. As 20 goals last year, Gauthier. Not allowed, Randy. Run, absolute. Look, yes. Yes for Triple W. Not allowed for Nicholas. It's 50-50 went out for Sakaski, by the way. Good comments in the chat, by the way. Sakaski, yes, for Triple W. So it's really more close on that one compared to other questions we got so far for tonight's show. Anybody else? Right, absolutely on that one. Sakaski more goal que Gauthier. We'll be interested in watching the development of Uri Sakaski this year. That's something really we have to pay a little bit more attention on that one. And my last question of the night, guys. Suzuki, more point at Clinton Keller. Now, Suzuki have 18 goals. Gauthier have 20 goals. Suzuki have 89 points, and Keller have 90 points. Absolutely, I absent from that one to close header away. Yeah, it's close. One of the reason I believe Sakowski is going to get more goal at Gauthier, and I'm at Grader and the lineup. I think the first power play is going to be Terry, Grenlund, or McDavid with Grader. Gauthier will be on the power play number 2. I still believe Sakowski is going to keep his job number 1 power play. But would be interesting would be that one. This is key, guys. They are so similar. They play a specific role. One is more like a winger, but that would be very close. That's a tough one, but I go with our captain. Would be, you're right, look. So I go with Suzuki on that one, but if Keller make more point, it's just because he's so good. It's just like it could happen, guys, on that one. You're right. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. And that's all, guys. Wow, 2-hour show. It go fast. I was really happy to come back, guys, at the show tonight. Glad to see new people come back and new people like Snob, Snob, and then Joe the Snob, and then back for people like Triple W, Jose Duarte. Happy birthday, Jose, and then Asham, by the way. Look, we'll be back tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to talk about some other subject. I'm going to find a way to get that update on the Hlinka tournament. Talk about some things about the Montreal Canadiens. If it's not, want to talk about prospect, I'm always to find a way to talk about something. So don't worry about that. I should release today my favorite player for the Montreal Canadiens. The player I saw. Be ready on that one. Thanks, moderator Run with Kings. Thanks. The 3 people have a spread chat. Jose Duarte, happy birthday, Dan Asham. Thanks, Mark Elliott, like you do all the time. Mark left the building. And thanks, Mr. Billy Barr. Mr. with a super chat. We thank all the people. Click on the likes. We thank also Audrey Glabro at the news and update at the Canadian show. And whatever. We're not progressing on the sub. We're not progressing on the viewers. Whatever the YouTube channel does not like our channel because they look like we are not good enough. It's okay. We're not going to stop to sleep because of that. The only thing we can do is to be better. The only thing we can do is to improve yourself. The only thing we can do is to develop, to find new ideas to make the channel better. You have to show up. You have to speak consistency. And don't be disturbed and don't be worried and negative about the thing you cannot and be in control. That said, this is your time of this week. If you have problems, you have difficulties, your health, financial, relation, job, whatever it is, you can only do one thing. Be in control for what you can do. Otherwise, don't worry about other things. And one thing I know for each one of you is this. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. And Mr. Nicolas de Gobi Bono, we was wait for you, my friend. We did not see you the last couple of days. We are a little bit concerned about you. Do you have a new girlfriend in your life? And you're not coming back here often like you was before. We don't know yet, but we're going to know a little bit more. Maybe this week. Guys, be well, be healthy. Find a way not only to dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the second half or what? Someone was said 2025. Don't forget, please, to click on the likes, become a member of the Hockey National Show. Until the next time, my friend, be well and not be wild. The Hockey National Show and the Ab Nation and all the cheese in Thailand. Yeah, not many cheese right now in Thailand. I can't tell you that. Want to tell you one more thing, sir. We love you, friends. Have a good night, RJ, Luc Laportune, everybody else. Thanks for the spread shot. Enjoy the beginning of the Monday. I will see you tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Booyah!